almost a year ago, we had the conversation with you in Odessa, and we talked about the possibility of you to join the presidential campaign. And from time to time, I can hear an echo of this conversation. So where are you now, Slava?
Once again, we're coming to the point when I think that the question that you ask is absolutely incorrect.
Why?
Because we still think of Ukraine as of a country led by a czar, by a king, by a president, by some person, one person who will probably come and change everything. That's very parochial and very old-fashioned way of thinking of a country.
Oh, quite old-fashioned.
So I don't think that putting this problem like that, we're gonna succeed. No matter who is going to be a president, no matter what will be the level of elite of the country and the level of civil society. But the words of, by meaning of elite, I want to define that I don't mean elite, these, you know, absolutely tasteless and in both literal and figurative ways, and sinful people who just, you know, have stolen everything they could, and they surrounded themselves with gold, and they call themselves elite. That's not elite. Elite is, I already defined it. These are people, pioneers, who are on the frontier. So we need to have like thousands, 10,000s of people like that. And then the discussion of who will be the leader, who will be leading them. Do we need one president, or probably we need to come back to idea of, you know, European systems when the president is just a ceremonial figure, and coming back to parliamentary system, or probably we need to decentralize ourselves to the way America did, and then you'll have a strong presidential power just to keep everything together, not to tear things apart. But this discussion is going to be productive and sensitive and useful only by the time we achieve this level, this amount of people ready to discuss, to commit, to fulfill, and to execute. Nowadays, if you ask me a question, Slava, what about you being this or that?
No,
it seems childish for me. I mean, I understand it's not your question personal, like many people think. Many people ask me. I think it's childish. Once again, you want somebody, Slava or somebody else, to take responsibility and do nothing.
No, I want you to be in charge for the country and for the society, and to be a part of a society you're trying to build.
I am, and I will be, and I have committed myself to do that. In this or that, role. Anyway, I will do it. I'll never give this up, because I think that, for me, that's something very important in my life, to see my country doing better. I'm talking about politics. I couldn't care less about politics. You know, politics and power, I just don't feel that's something that I need. I'm more or less, my ambitions are fulfilled. People know me, many people respect me, some people love me. I feel this, the mutual exchange of energy. I do feel, satisfied. Probably not to the very end, but so politics or power is not some new field for me. I want to go there and express myself and, to feed myself up with new ambitions or new achievements, new goals. No. For me, I feel like, personal, I feel that power or politics for me, it's a burden. It's a cross. So going there, you need to crucify yourself. Right. I'm really thinking of that. I will be very happy if they won't ask me to crucify myself, So if my role will be to educate, to tell people, to inspire them, to gather around like many young people who can do things, to be a sort of a moral leader, I would be very happy. So I don't need for that to run for the office. That's what I say.
So where you would like to be in 10 years and who?
I don't know. I don't know where I will be tomorrow. I'm only trying to build strategy in my, in what I'm going to do, not what I'm going to be, because I don't know who I'm going to be, what I'm going to be. I know what I'm going to do. I want to learn a lot. I want to do a lot of music. I want to study. I want to develop myself. I want to bring myself up. I want to meet interesting people. I want to travel. I want to commit little by little to do some things, commit little by little in development of my country. That's what I want to do, and I'm going to do that.
You mentioned crucifying. My question about sacrificing. Is sacrificing the only way for Ukraine to achieve the growth?
Yes, because we've been doing nothing, or we've been wasting our time, or we've lived sinful, I mean in social way, by social meaning, sinful life for so many years. So now we need to redeem, to sacrifice, to reconcile, to many things, mostly probably to redeem, to repent, many things, but so talking about this in this religion terms, but I wouldn't be like that pessimistic. I will say that I see the light at the end of the tunnel. I think Ukraine is a big country with a lot of talented people. We're living in very interesting place geographically, although it's very vulnerable, but it's very rich and naturally rich, and people who are living there, like their DNAs are rich. So I think we have a chance. The only thing we need to understand that we need to get rid of distrust. We need to educate ourselves. We need to think future, not past. We need to understand that in the world we're living, we shouldn't form or shouldn't create any friends or enemies, just interests. That's the fourth thing. And the fifth thing, I don't remember, like it was the fifth thing I was put in this frame. So stop thinking of enemies. And geography. We need to understand that our geography will never going to change. It's never going to change. So we'll have the same neighbors all the time. We need to keep it in mind. And while we keep it in mind, but having in our mindset that we don't have friends or enemies, just interests, keeping in mind that we need to educate ourselves every day, keeping in mind that we need to destroy distrust or to build trust, I think, and stop thinking of past and thinking of future. These five items of a new framework, I think, gonna make us successful.
The last and a very short question to you, regarding to sacrificing issue. I could say this. Mm-hmm. I've seen your performance on Braveheart's show on 1+1. Is there any chance you could consider the opportunity to do...
On what show?
Braveheart.
Bravehearts.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So, is there any chance you could consider the opportunity to do the same in a combat zone?
In what?
In combat zone. ATO zone.
I don't know what is it.
Oh, really? Combat zone means ATO zone.
Okay. You mean to go to play there? Certainly, yes. We already did it, and I don't see it's not like a big question. I mean, for me, it's no questions. Certainly, as soon as possible, we're gonna do that. Moreover, I'll tell you, it's not a combat zone. It's just like a city on the frontier of combat zone. But our Mariupol fans asked us very much to go and to perform there. So I think that. We include Mariupol to our world tour, and we'll make a good surprise with this concert.